No. Hi, Neil. It's your girl Anna, and as you can see, we are back in Final Fantasy XIV. This is part 17 of our MSQ series on the Oceanian Data Center. And today we'll be starting patch 2.4 Dreams of Ice, which begins with the main story questline Traitor in the Mist. But yeah, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful day as well. And quite a busy weekend, so hopefully we can get this week started with a nice little stream. I don't know if we're going to be able to do all of 2.4 today, but we're definitely going to get as far as we can. Hopefully we don't get stuck, like, waiting for a party or something. But get your drinks together. I have some water here, and I have some... Let's see. I have some Zero Ultra Monster. But yeah, as always, if you enjoy the stream, please consider leaving a like. And if you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. So let's go ahead and head into the Rising Stones, because I believe that is where our main story quest begins. Yep, they want us to go into the solar. I think we've already talked with everyone. Yeah, we talked to everyone last stream. Alright, Minfilia, what do you have to say? Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet as of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such a time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Oriange is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the Dark Beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when the help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support in whatever manner you are able. Okay, let's go see if we can give Alphino a hand here. Seems like running a military organization is a little bit too much for him. Hopefully he didn't hand it off on too many people. See, people have moved around a bit. Dispatch the first unit to Ul'dah. Second and fourth are to stand by for further orders. You're giving out orders like you're in charge of the place. I mean, you said he was the captain. Okay, they're teaching Philmine and Yishtil about food. What are you doing, Thancred? A dazzling floral arrangement, each blossom a peerless beauty in her own right. Ah, the blessing and the burden of having an overactive imagination. What are you on about, Thancred? Are you horrible, Boulder? What are you up to? Look forward, never back. Devote yourself only to the present. This is what I've learned from the Domans. So yeah, Thankred's just staring up here at the ladies. If Agiri and our more skilled culinarians work closely together, I dare say they could create extraordinary dishes to satisfy Eorzean and Doman alike. And Y'shtola is like, yes, it would be foolish to sacrifice nutrition for flavor. That is a very Charlian way of looking at things. What is it, Renee? And do be concise, I'm rather busy. Huh? You would lend me a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my brains, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I've entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I sent you, and he'll furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Renee. Okay. What you got for me, Ilbert?
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you?
Oh, this is voiced.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
You couldn't rely on them.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy.
The Ivy?
He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly.
Is this like what we should be doing though? Like looking for traitors amongst the ranks of a grand company? That feels like very much out of our not so much out of our league, but out of our like duty, I guess. This seems weird.
The Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe. He will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Alright, let's go talk with Ralban. It's a very eccentric Lalafell.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
I wish I was a captain.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Balls, balls.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I'd
Oh,
like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised.
interesting.
Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first?
Ooh, so the monarists are working with the Empire? That's a bold claim there, Alban.
Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland.
Very interesting of you to bring up, Alamigo. Oh, they could have fixed that clipping here for the cutscene. Come on now.
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
So what do we get? Knocked, Astrum, Gloam. I like the Gloam set. Remember the... Yeah, I like the Gloam set. Thousand Guild would be nice. I'll take the money. I think the money's more important than the grammar. You can always buy it anyway, because you can buy the Gloam set with allied seals. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Levier. Levier. Right, let's go to Mordona. This is so much better than the Waking Sands. I do not miss having to run back and forth to the Waking Sands. We are returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after he left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. God damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have great fears for our safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you're the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you're willing. But of course you are. Now, oh, it's Alien. Alien? Alien. Alain. Of the Fourth lies in wait in the Tangle, near the entrance to Castrum Centring. Seek her out and she'll apprise you of the situation. I trust her. Well, let's go find her so we can get our information. I wonder who got captured. Was it our Lalafell who's all about the money? It'd be awkward if it was Laurentis, because Laurentis used to work with the Garlean. In there, Rash will... Rash? Who is Rash? Wow, you definitely look different. Just like this. Would you aid us in the rescue mission? We're in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Rash and hauling our way to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we can do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Rash, or worse. With her hurts, I fear she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Century. Please help us find Rash before it's too late. And she definitely looks different, like not wearing her normal cowl. Let's just go ahead and sneak our way in. Take out this monk. Boom. There's disturbance in the fourth. Wrong fourth, but close enough. How you doing today, Tyon? Come on, Rash. Let's get you out of here. Where am I? Rash, thank gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this accursed place. Rash cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I'll deliver a diversion. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. Shattered? You're shattered? Oh no. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we're safely outside these walls. Why would they bring the captive here? It was so weird. So we need to go create a diversion. Seems simple enough. Who we got? Yep. Oh, we should take out the signifier. Take you out. Now we'll take out the map. And now we'll take out this little guy. Good, good. Or girl. Girl. Alright. Who's next? Oh, we're doing a diversion right here. Interesting. We'll take out the tank, and then we'll take out the T-Max. Okay, we monked that up pretty good. And we have one more place to come create a diversion. Who we got? Let's take out the warrior. Use dragon kick here. Or pure point here, I mean. We got another signifier. Is that it? Or y'all gonna bring more? Nope. I was expecting a real thing. Come on. Y'all know who I am. As another person I know, when he was distracting the cops in GTA, he shouts, "Distraction." Of course. That's what you do. You just run around yelling, "Distraction." I've awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Rash is safe. We suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission success to Commander Levier. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. Alright. Let's head on back to Remnants Toll. Drink water, y'all. You go, Bert. You, Bert. Alright. What we got? What we got? It does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. Really? It's me, Alpha, now. Were you really worried? But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Renee. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Rush owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may take some time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Renee, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary. I require you to accompany me to Coerthas. I've been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you're ready. Okay, I'm assuming Horshafal wants to sing us. Let's get the Even Star gloves. I will get these because I was already looking at this glamour and I have the hat already. That doesn't look like Horshafal. We have been blessed but with a rare opportunity, Renee, an audience with an ambassador to the Holy See of Ishgard. We're to treat with Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence, and we would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The Antecedent should see the wisdom in this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Coerthas. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Okay, Alphino. You say so. Pretty sure the swing of a fist accomplishes more than both. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphino believes your presence may help him secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent, I take it Renee has explained the situation. She has, yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated in the center of Abalathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, out the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean Alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago, friends of convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with them with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once again. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart to Camp Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Renee. Our old friend Lord Harshavan is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Yeah. Drink water, y'all. Right, let's go to Camp Dragonhead. Alright, down here. Who are you? Y'all look very out of place. Ah, Renee, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Harshaphant, forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can I say what the future may bring? House Fortal may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at least blah. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Emmerich arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at the first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you're willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessoring. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearse sounds, I think it's best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. But what if I wanted to warm by the hearth? Oh well. Oh, there's a number of people here. Interesting. We have been expecting you, madam. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Alright. Well, this is a big old meeting room.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Oh, this is voiced.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Emmerich has a really good English voice actor.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Well, my reputation is probably the only thing that towers over over y'all.
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us.
Emmerich sounds kind of I thought Harshaphant was supposed to be the horny one.
Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
Very interesting.
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
Very interesting.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
Resurrection of Midgard-Sorma? Ooh.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments.
Very simple.
I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The Caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Oh. Very interesting. So let's see, this is money. Yeah. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Harshafa and find out what he has learned. Alright, let's go see what's going on. I thought I mounted my bike. Apparently I didn't. Oh, everyone's here. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. And if you be so kind as to elaborate... Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized, then as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue the avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly. As Lord Harshafa said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truth, Jinning. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Alright, let's rush on over and figure out what's going on. Oof. So we need to go to Boulder Downs, which is way down here. No, drink water now. I mean, they were almost there. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Lord Harshafa bid you speak with us? Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I allow. Reckon they came prepared. Probably with wagons of their own, hidden and away off. But pay no heed to my rambling. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. Alright, let's go find the squire. I mean, y'all had enough time to get this guy over here. Why are we just hearing about this now? I mean, they probably retreated, dropped the guy off here, sent a messenger up to Dragonhead, and then sent more knights back down. I don't know which one of these is the infirmary. Is it upstairs? Yes. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance of the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, and lost and ill-equipped for the journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and then she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what happened till I saw the snow turned red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. By the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. They would have killed me. So I just lay there and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Shiva? Very interesting. No. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems that Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully your hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Ishgardian Master Alpha now? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she's their patron saint? Oh no, then it all makes sense now. Lord Harshaphant, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her familiars intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would summon a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Harshaphant, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Remnants Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Alright, let's get the Avanstar tights. Those are cute. Yeah. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned their purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia the situation, I shall summon a unit of crystal braves to assist us. As for you, Renee, pray join me at the White Brim front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of the House Durandere have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Jolma will be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. Right. Let's make our way to White Brim Front. Let's see. Yeah, we still got a good number of quests to do for 2.4. Yeah. Yeah, Lord Jolmal's gonna be like on the second or third floor of this tower. My motorcycle is a little too fast. It makes the camera go all wonky. Oh look, Emmerich's here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We're all ears, Lord Jolma. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such is my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Droma has one in mind. They were playing cards and drinking wine. Yes, yes. Excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Take the money. It seems as though we were always one step behind, or quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I'd like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Ghislaine. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he ever meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which can endanger our plans. Okay, let's go look for this knight. My toes have grown black and cold. My friend, that is frostbite. A suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. This is a bit different from like how they handled these scenes in later expansions. Because nothing's stopping me from like running and like just go and talk to this guy. Takes the road east. Head south. I'd love to do this, Fate. There's like no one here now. No. I like how there's someone just fishing here. And there's a Dargan because it's a Fate. Hey, where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know? Your sole duty is to the, bloody echo, lower your voice or they'll hear us and wipe in front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are Mumble and Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Yeah, before they'll know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again... Ooh, interesting. I was given a new monster taste I haven't had before. No sugar, ultra gold. Can't say it tastes anything. Ultra gold is pineapple. It has a like really strong pineapple taste too. But yeah, I like ultra gold. Definitely, it's not my favorite, but I've definitely had a good number of them. Oh, what's that? Did we get a new subscriber? Rush, thank you for subscribing. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh yeah, now that you say it, but I don't like it that much. It's because of the no sugar, it just doesn't taste right. I mean, I like the sugar-free ones. They definitely have a different taste to the monster with the sugar in it. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the dead man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem that the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Alright, let's get our Evan Star booties. Some booties. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you've overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take out our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemies' numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of such a storied warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If alone is kind, we may catch those heretics before their plan comes to fruition. Show them no mercy, Erning. The lives of our allies are at stake. Alright. Let's go rendezvous with the knights. And where are we going? Boulder Downs. I'm kinda hungry. I don't know what I want to eat today. I know we're planning on going out of town this afternoon. Y'all fighting this? Or are y'all fighting a mud puppy? I'm just fighting a mud puppy. A very chunky mud puppy. Oh, they're supposed to use the potion and they haven't. Yeah, you're supposed to use a potion to weaken it. Well, that's not good. That looks like a bunch of dead knights. Let's take out this caster first. Then we'll take out the spearman. Do some true north. Beautiful. Did I get stunned? How dare? Let's take out you. I want to hit you in the butt. Stop spinning. Okay, what did we find here? Discovered on the body of a slain heretic, this yellowing document is covered in a complex code of seemingly random letters and numbers. Well, that doesn't go anywhere. I don't think we can fly over the mountain, so I'll need to go back through the cave. Where can we fly over this mountain? Wow, I didn't realize we can go up so high. Will that make this a lot faster? I wonder if it's faster to go through here. Much faster. My knight sent no word of your coming, Renee. What has happened? What is it that you have in your hand? By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsman's watch at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused her suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner? With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest, and they could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in possession. House Durandare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. The path of the righteous. Time is of the essence, Renee. While my knights are ready to depart, the heretics may take out our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be some time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we've discovered. Alright, let's get to Snowcloak. And now I know we can just go up here, fly out of here. And we should be able to just fly over this mountain. It's actually convenient. That means I can kind of like look down and see if Behemoth's here. I doubt it. And I doubt there would be people online to fight Behemoth. But one day I'd like to see Behemoth again. I can't get... I could have flown around. This should be good. There we go. There's a Crystal Brave chilling. There's a knight. Renee, this is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. Oh, you're right here. It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? It's but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I do not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it. This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is. Huh? Come here, girl. It's Ida. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. Oh, they were calling Alphino Icy. I wonder if they know about Alize. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Olivier. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think we have... we think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics never... Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface, or if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel. For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Ahem. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown. To see to it that you're prepared for anything, I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many are Papalymo and will sulk. I mean, can I do this with trust? Please tell me I can do this with trust. I think it's gonna be real hard to find a group at this time of day. The entrance to the tunnel, madam, it's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we'd have never noticed it. Per Sir Emmerich's orders, we'll stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Does this not have duty support? Come on, it is legit a main story quest. Oh no. Duty support? Yeah, they really need to put duty support on here. Alright, well, that's the case. We are at the hour and 20 mark. I'm gonna take a short break. And when I get some more water and stretch. And whenever I come back, we'll queue up and see if we can manage to find a group so that we can do this. I'll see y'all shortly. Yeah, and we're back. Drink water, y'all. Alright, let's see. Anyone up for Snowcloak? And I guess we could go ahead and queue, see what happens. Yeah, this queue time looks like it's... Let's check our friends list. It looks like Natsume is already in a party. I wonder what they're queuing up for. They're in Eastern Lanasia. They might be doing... whatchamacallit? They might be busy already. What's in the Mattel? Yeah, doing Snowcloak. Nope, sent the Mattel. I mean, it looks like some of the people I'd want to talk to Lily Hill's apartment. They won't hear me. Linkhead. It's in Limza. They might be able to help. See if we get a reply from Natsume. Can't right now. Okay, cool deal. All good. I think we're gonna just have to try selling it. Oh, no. I am surprised we got a pop. How lucky. I did not expect to find the group. But here we go. There's some good stuff. I haven't done Snowcloak in a while. Are you planning on pulling a lot? They're going to be pulling a lot. Seems like a good enough spot. Nope, they're going to continue forward. Oh, they're going for the big pull. Oh, they're going to keep going. Got a bear. Speed up this bear. Oh, they dropped the key. Cool stuff. We gotta beat them all here. There we go. And there's our first boss, Randall. Good old true north to beat this frost bomb. Demolish. Dragon kick. Snap punch. Go. Demolish. Dodge this. Snap punch. There we go. Nice and clean. That was quick. Yeah, I probably could have, I could have soloed this on my red mage, no problem actually. Looking pretty good. You stay out of the wind. Don't want frostbite. It's nice having 4-point strike. Yeah, 4-point strike really makes Monk AoE so much better. But not until I switch into a Twin Snakes. Okay, we got our Yeti. Supposed to throw snowballs up this guy, right? Am I thinking of the right fight? Don't see any snowballs. This is bad. Oh, that's not too bad at all. That's a vulnerability yet, but that's nothing. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, the boss turned right before my snap punch. Unfortunate. There's the snowball. Guess it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Take some ancient gauntlets. I have party action set to limited because I was doing Savage the other day. I was wondering why I didn't see a bunch of stuff happening on screen. Forgot I turned it off. Here we go. Now we can see everyone's actions. There we go. Now we got the Snowcloaks. Beautiful. Dargans. I don't have a stun to stop this guy from transforming. There we go, it worked. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, we're not going to be able to stop him. Finger of the Apostate. And what we got here? Defeat Fenrir. Oh, this dungeon went very fast. We got our crystals. Do we need a hide behind this one? I don't know, the third one just explodes. I don't know why I thought we had to hide behind it. Oh, this is the part where we hide. Our healer's hurting now. Go ahead and use limit break here. And there we go. Quick and simple. That went way faster than I expected it to. It's a good little group. Oops. Nice. How on you go? Oh, that's a good adventure plate, though. Fluffy paw pads. Oh, an eighth rank.
Do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Oh, voice acting.
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
Oh, she's
I was
pretty.
given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
What are you on about, Iceheart?
I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
Greater good, you saying?
For Eorzea. For Hydaelyn.
Oh. Well, what? Oh. Oh, indeed, for Hydaelyn. What are you on about? Yeah. Helping out, she said cryptic things. That took longer than I expected. What news, Renee? I mean it took longer than you expected? That took like a few minutes. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. I get a friend request or something? I don't think so. I definitely had, I don't know if that was like the achievement message at the bottom. Snowcloak has ended, we cheered, cast our lots. It would say here if there was a friend request. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders of their fight against, for their fights against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Renee. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Benvillian and Oriange have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortin, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if You were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on today's events? Don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to the cold. We're alpha now. Oh, look at that Snowcloak. Because we just did Snowcloak. Or Snowcoat. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Fortin. I trust your time there has proved fruitful. Would that it had. Oriange and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we'll find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortin. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it was by circumstance or by design. So that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live in the life of service to the fearing. Such righteous fervor might well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak of the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and the scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure, but less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was a real, living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure that has been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being Great King Mogglmog XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplication of the Moggle's guide. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minvelia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be that all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second aetheryte, however, they've been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian might be able to assist us. I pray that you're right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. Drink water, Neil. While Minfilia looks into our aetheryte problem, I'd like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Coerthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though this is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. Yeah, sure, I'll go help. Good, I knew you'd understand. You, Hase, can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knight shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Alright. Let's go track down the last of these heretics. I like heretic is a strong word. There you are, Renee. Commander Olivier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, their crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danafin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Of course you would bring up money. Alright, let's go look for these heretics. Yep, we should be able to fly straight there. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. That looks like a very worn out brave. Balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danafin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. You aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. Don't tell me the game's gonna make me, like, go inspect, like, 10 different footprints. Oh, no, it looks like they might have taken that out so that we can just head straight on over to Boulder Downs. Yeah. That's very elegant. Nope, we're gonna have to look at footprints. Southeast. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and Yuhase, I think. I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Why'd y'all split the unit? Y'all are tiny. Alright, let's take out this carrier. Probably should have taken out the caster first. That's fine though. Oh, they're gonna paralyze me. That's annoying. It's fine though. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdrawing groups of 3 or less to the observatorium, give the signal and wait. The merchant will be waiting. Be late or be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the planks, so we should restrict our search area to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around Observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Alright. Interesting that they're making their way all the way back to the Observatorium. We're gonna go check out the North Gate. No. The Northwest Gate. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with her then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Inning. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for heretics, but for the merchant who's been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. The beggar's belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Ugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. Drink water, Niall. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you'll allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Ugiri, and one which I will gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Minake, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. We're on the Greater Good. That's where we are questline wise. Oh yeah, we still got a long way to go. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning of Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. There's Ilbert. Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Remnants Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, and particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Forton. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. And I think I can guess. Which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Railbon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years? I too was surprised, though I should really not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Ul'dah's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gridania have long-standing armed forces that lent themselves to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership. Only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Ul'dah's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raubahn faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monarchists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nelvan Darnus' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raubahn with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend the unrest. The third can join the fourth in the inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich informing him of our success in identifying... What? Drink water, y'all. There we go. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich's and I shall send word to Sir Emmerich informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Renee, as the realm's stoutest champion. Tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Alright. Well. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet with me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. So an alliance meeting in Old Gridania. Alright. The tendrils of intrigue. Right, there's Alphino and Ilberd. Unlike Raubahn, politics is not my cup of tea. While you and the commander attend the council, I will attend to some business of my own. Alright. My thanks for coming, Renee. When you're ready, speak to the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Mm-hmm. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Yes.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
And we have another voice acting cutscene. Thank you, my voice is dying.
The rumors are true then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
A new emperor?
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Dang.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Spit on his corpse.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
Varus?
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Spoke out against the Meteor Project?
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'Twould deal a grave blow to our enemy's ambitions.
Well, hopefully we can talk to Emmerich about it again.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
Alphina, why are you being so...
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Interesting how Alban didn't have, like, any of his own soldiers here. I guess it makes sense, considering that they know that there is a spy. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no near to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little unless to the common folk. Take the Lamencians, for instance. Though Admiral Meroweb outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Ul'dah scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Ul'dah society, Teleji Adeleji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict in Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the Observatorium, Captain Elbert has further shortened his list of suspects. By happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its ending. All that remains is the corner acquiring. Seek out Ilberd near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Coerthas, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. My poor voice. You're at the Adder's Nest. So let's go here. Oh, we have a new quest here. What is this? Oh, it's Ramu hard or extreme? My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Yeah, see, this is like one of my favorite chess pieces back in the day. Listen well. The spy we've been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Elaine Roal, Ralban's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with the polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranking foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Ralban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Monitors did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royal was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy had some hold over the Monitorist? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royal's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Ralban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She's up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flame records for evidence of Royal's guilt. But if we catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eye, Scion? You have my thanks. Let us go then. Take care not to alert our quarry. Is that her standing over there? Yes. Rial is heading the direction of Blue Badger Gate. Come with me, Scion. Oh, did the new Moogle thing start yet? Oh, it did start. Very interesting. I wonder if that means people are going to be doing more content. I hope so. Where did she go? So Rial has entered the Carline Canopy, meeting someone perchance, or could it mean she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. She is not on the upper floor, so try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. FME is her name. I shall remain here in case she reappears. Look here. I mean, I don't see where she could have gone. Vanilla Cross, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Interesting. Go back outside. Couldn't she be out here? You mean one day this will all be yours? Nowhere to be seen, you say? And are you sure she did not board an airship? She didn't come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost, how could I forget? Good evening. Greetings, good sir. Might it interest you in some Muntoy tonic? Cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant. These eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank the 12 for the domins. Were it not for the unique talents, Royale would have disappeared without a trace. And now we can get our Evenstar robe. I don't like the way the robe looks on Lalafels. But altogether makes a nice set. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Riel's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. In flagrante delicito. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that word means. What that phrase means, rather. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Alright. I mean, I don't think I need to make any preparations. Hey, let's go to Lancer's Guild. Let's take the ferry. I have another quest here. Oh, it's for Rami. This way, my friends. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorn Hut. If Riel is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with our Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances, while our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices to disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Riel would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with their Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for our clandestine meeting. The Elizan are a common sight here, and her coming and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. That it is. This it is. We need only make for Hawthorne Hut and catch Riel in the act. Riel? Roel? Hi, Roel. Alright, let's get on over to Hawthorne Hut. My people report that our quarry has departed for the bramble patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countryman and I shall wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Okay, into the bramble patch. Ka-ching! Just beyond, Royal is in a conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it, with me. Blame Marshal Aline Rio, you're under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. You're unarmed, my lady. I scarcely guard for battle, but if you wish to fight, you're welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Tallswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there'll be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Why'd she look at Ilbert like that? Your throat's feeling scuffed now? Really? Oof. Even a warrior of Rial's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Renee? Shiva? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearing is quite evident on me, at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend. Yugiri knows that I've been training as a ninja. I mean, I have. I mean, my ninja is what? Level 35? I'm barely a ninja. I know how to throw a shuriken. Let's go to the Rising Stones. Drink water, y'all. Nen. Yeah, I think I've only done... I might have done the first 2 quests. Let's see. Complete... let's see. Where's Ninja? Yeah, I've only done the level 30 quest. My first mudra. Get Tataru juggling. She have a hatchet and a knife. She cannot seriously be considering it. Life as a street performer should be one's last resort, not their first. Tataru has grown beyond childish fantasies of becoming a songstress. Now she aspires to be a legendary street performer. Steady, steady. Not bad, eh? With a little more practice, I can earn a fortune at the Ruby Road Exchange. I hope the story isn't making us, like, skip over. Like, because we haven't done the mining stuff with Tataru. I really hope they didn't cut out that quest line, considering they added the new stuff with Tataru. Welcome back, Ning. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against Aline Royale? I can scarcely believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. A simple plan. I was saying the other day I haven't heard a Simple Plan song in a while. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the dust of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House Forton Caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice to say it, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall, but first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it'd be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our acquiring. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Oriange, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we've called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. To the northern gates. I wonder if it's Kryl? I mean, Kryl's the only person that they've spoke of from Charlian so far. What manner of woman is she, I wonder? We have spoken before via link portal, of course, but it's... Oh, but it must not be Kryl. Said Kryl was your good friend. Chocobos. No. Oh.
Minfilia, am I right?
Oh, and she's voiced. This is like Devon's favorite character.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Oriange.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies.
Moonbreeder is like so tall. Look how tall she is.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Arcean souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
She also has the eye tattoo on her leg, like Grahatia has on his shoulder. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. She's so tall. No. But let's see. Looking at the time, she's a cool character. I'll do a little bit more quest, and then I'm probably gonna call it. Yeah, let's at least get through here and see if we can get some more voice dialogue.
It's been ages!
No.
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of
course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Twin sisters, he's saying. Hmm.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Shiva to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites.
The Sassafal.
Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Oh, white auracite.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
No, drink water, Nya. This is good.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
None save thee can satisfy thy... None save thee can satisfy this need. Oh my god.
Go on.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Sure, Yansheng. That is totally what you meant. Give us the details.
You still haven't found it then, your missing Aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
Oh.
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
Did she?
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
I mean, I believe in you, Ishtala.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Everyone's okay with just dying.
Spirit, let's roll the dice.
Let's just gamble our lives away. Everyone's for it. Me included. What's the worst that could happen? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I know we're not at the 4-hour mark, but I have things I need to take care of today. And let's see, the instruments of our deliverance. I would say we are more than halfway through with 2.4. So we'll do another 2.4 stream. Shouldn't take us too long to get back to it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go out of town today. So, I'm gonna have to end stream shortly. I want to thank all of y'all for coming and hanging out today. As always, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye, y'all.